Welcome everybody. Welcome back, I should say. Like I say, we're still tinkering with the process here, so give us a couple more episodes. I know we're 3 into it already, but we're still kind of coming up with an idea. We got a couple choices we might run by you at the end of the episode here on naming this thing, but if not, hey, maybe we'll go down as the first podcast that is officially unnamed and just a bunch of verbal blah that is consuming the next 20 to 24 minutes of your life. I want to welcome everybody to the show that has no name. I am Tim, and am joined over there by my co-host, Darren.
Hello, Tim.
And Darren, we're back for another great discussion of a topic that we, again, if you've checked us out before, we are doing this without a net. We're just kind of flying, and we're just two guys having a conversation. We've watched a lot of movies together. We've watched a lot of movies independently. We kind of have the same thoughts on some things. And so I guess without further ado, I wanted to bring up the Netflix Charlie Sheen biography.
Wow.
Right? That thing, when I heard I didn't hear, not like I'm down the Charlie Sheen pipeline or anything, but when I saw that on Netflix, and I very rarely go on to Netflix unless something grabs my attention, but when it comes to Charlie Sheen, I guess one thing I'll say, I'll start from the end from my point of view and I'll work my way back. But this thing made me appreciate Charlie Sheen a lot more. I never realized, and then if I did, maybe I just didn't fully realize it, how much I like him as an actor.
Absolutely. I mean, I've always, before the doc, we were kind of, there's, with all that, tiger blood and all that craziness. I remember back that a few years ago, just going, but man, he's been in so many good movies that I absolutely love.
Yeah.
And he's been in so many movies that are really good movies too.
Yeah.
Not just movies that I like and that I like, because I like a lot of movies that maybe a lot of people don't or whatever. But the fact that he's such a good actor, and he's been in so many good movies that and a couple like really groundbreaking movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It just goes to show what he and the fact that, I mean, for guys our age, he's been around since as far back as I can remember, just about. With Lucas and all that.
Yeah.
I remember just being like,
Red Dawn
Red Dawn. I mean, that was probably the first thing I ever saw him in was Red Dawn, and then of course, iconic. Even though I think it went the other way, but iconic as the as the drugs character in Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, Ferris Bueller. That's where I remember him from.
Yeah, I think that might have been the first time I saw him, but I think I really remembered him from Red Dawn. But I remember when Matt's middle name is it says Matthew D, and so Matt would always go, what does the D stand for? And Matt would go, drugs.
I think I remember that. Yeah. No, I mean, what are you here for? Drugs.
Drugs.
Yeah, I love that.
He nailed that so good. Too,
yeah. Yeah. And it's again, not realizing, since I am a physical media collector and I have a very vast collection, I often like to think back on, like, when I watched this documentary, it actually made me realize how many Charlie Sheen movies I actually owned. It's one of those things like, I remember this, I remember that, I loved this. Okay, that wasn't so good, but it was okay. But then I was like, okay, well, let's take stock. And I was like, wow, I actually have almost all of his heyday movies. I mean, he right. Like I say, Ferris Bueller's always, if gun to my head and I had to choose one comedy, that would probably be my favorite comedy, just because I love that movie. Yes. I've watched it a lot.
Absolutely.
And
yeah, so and I mean, he's been in so many movies that were just iconic, young start, just right off the get, he was in, of course, Platoon, which is just,
and I totally forgot he was in Platoon. I haven't seen that movie in,
oh wow,
I even have it. I just haven't. It's one of those movies you have to be in the mood for to watch.
It's definitely a dark movie, and I remember watching that way too early as a kid. I was way too young to be watching Platoon.
It's not the best child movie, huh?
You're just like,
parents go out for the evening. What are you going to do, Darren? I'm going to watch Platoon.
Sweet.
Okay.
All right. Platoon's
This
on.
shouldn't scar me too horribly.
No. So you're looking at it through your hands over your face. But
Come home. Where's Darren? He's under the bed.
He's painting jungle camouflage onto his face. I don't know.
Is he going to kill us? Probably.
So, and then of course he's in Wall Street, which is another great, and that was such an iconic movie at the time. I remember everybody just loving Gordon Gekko, just the Gordon Gekko character just going nuts.
I mean, that was the epitome of the 80s. It was greed and money and
and then he's in a ton of good action movies like, Navy SEALs and he's in like The Rookie with Clint Eastwood. And I mean, obviously if Clint, and that's the thing. It's like, not only did he work with he's worked with some of the biggest actors in, with Oliver Stone, Clint Eastwood. It's like, all these guys. And it's like, he's, and then he does comedy with Naked, or,
the Hot Shots.
The Hot Shots movies and stuff like that, and just transitions perfectly into that.
We can't forget Major League.
That's what I said. Well, that's what Major League. Yeah. And, and it's so funny because him and Berenger are in Platoon together, and then they're in Major League together.
Yeah.
And in Platoon, they hate each other, and in Major League, they're best friends. Yeah. I always love that the dynamic that those two movies, because it's literally the same guys. And one movie they're best friends, the next movie they hate each other, they want to kill each other. So
I think that was a good thing and I loved it in this documentary. Is he's not afraid to tell, like he does go into the dark parts. He does go in where he was like all fucked up and the tiger blood and all that stuff, but.
Yeah,
it made me kind of like him just because he wasn't trying to play it off like, but he's like, no, I messed up, I fucked up, Well, he's definitely
and I think that's why he's been so popular and so successful over the years. Is he's a real guy. He's just a real guy. He's just a normal dude. Yeah, he's just, you could hang out with him, and he's not going to have the weird airs about him like some actors are going to have, and because I imagine hanging out with Richard Gere would be completely different, or someone like that. I'm not want to pick on Richard Gere, but I don't think hanging out with him would be as much fun or as relaxing as hanging out.
Wouldn't be so memorable.
Yeah, you're not going to sit there and watch a baseball game. You're going to be chanting or something, But
where's your hamster? I got something cool. Richard.
So I just there's certain actors that you just look at and you're like, this guy would be a pain in the ass to hang out with, and there's other ones that you're just like, oh, dude, this guy's a normal dude. We could hang out and have drinks and whatever. So,
and it's just funny, like you said, where he was always seemed to be at the right place at the right time. He'd get this role or this other role would go, because there was another one they were talking about where he was supposed to do some other movie, I forget which one, and then ended up doing the Ferris Bueller. And then after that I don't know the chronological behind it, but he got another big movie role after that. Maybe it was Three Musketeers or something. I don't remember, but he's just.
But you don't realize how many movies that guy was really in, and you really when you look at it, you're like, wow, dude, that was when you really start getting like a list, and you're like, oh yeah, he was in that, he was in that, he's in that, he's in. Wow, he was in, because me and the wife just watched two movies that Charlie Sheen was in from the 80s and one of them was where he comes back to life as he's in the Dodge Daytona and he races and he's.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, what was that one called? It's very 80s. Anyways, it's the Wraith. The Wraith.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
The Wraith. Yeah. So he's it's like a sort of sci-fi sort of something, and what's his name? Ron.
Is it Ron Perlman?
No, Ron. His brother, Ron. Clint Howard. Clint Howard's in it, and he just plays the crazy. Clint Howard is just he's always just plays the crazy. He's the brainiac in this one. You know what I mean? He's got the crazy hair. He almost looks like the guy from Eraserhead or something. So, But anyway, so that's a good one. And then we watched another one called No Man's Land, where Charlie Sheen is a Porsche. He sells Porsches out of a dealership, but then he steals them by night. He's got like a chop shop, and the guy from Predator, is in it. I can't remember his name, but we've talked about him before. So he was also in Commando.
Oh yeah, Bill Duke.
Bill Duke, yes, Bill Duke. Yeah, he's in it. He's his foreman or whatever. And it's a good, Charlie Sheen's, he's running around stealing Porsches with another guy in L.A. It's totally 80s, totally L.A. Totally just, guys, they're wearing the Armani suits and stuff. It's great.
Yeah, the slick back hair and all that.
It's just so, but yeah, anyways, and just a bunch of this, yeah, like you just said, Three Musketeers. That was a huge, that's a good movie. Actually, that's a movie that doesn't get enough credit. I mean, I
haven't seen that movie since I saw it in the theater.
Well, Andy was in the first Young Guns. Let's not forget that.
That's probably my favorite Young Guns
is the best. Is the first one, and Three Musketeers was kind of like they were trying to make another sort of Young Guns, but
yeah.
So
no, and I think for me, I like his comedy. He's got that natural comedic timing,
right?
That just
he goes straight into and goes into TV. And they were talking about. I totally forgot that he took over for Michael J. Fox. I had forgotten that. And then
as a TV fan, I really didn't like him on that. But when he got 2.5 Men, that's when
he was good in 2.5 Men.
Oh, he nailed it. Yeah. I mean, I think it's funny when I think of Charlie Sheen. There's like multiple phases where you have the movie phases, and then you have he crashes out, which he even addresses in the documentary. It's like then he crashes out, then he makes a triumphant return, and then he crashes out again, and then he comes back to TV, and then if he would have kept his his nose clean. They're saying he was making $2 million an episode on 2.5 Men.
Yeah, and they still had, I mean, if they could have kept going with that thing, and that's the sad thing. They could have kept going with it for at least another couple more seasons. Yeah, and for sure. Which who loses out really? We do, because we lost out on some funny episodes. Yeah. So every time I think of this movie, where you're like, oh yeah, they were supposed to make this movie with so and so and so and so, and then it fell out and they never made it, and then he died or something. And you're like, oh man, well yeah, we're the ones that lost out because we missed out on this funny movie that we can now go watch or whatever. And at least, even if it wouldn't have been that great, it still would have been something. Yeah. So
I mean, because 2.5 Men, and I've really put too much thought into it, but I was going to say 2.5 Men is probably the last funny show.
Yes,
that I've seen. I mean, there's still stuff that kind of makes me chuckle, but that show makes me laugh out loud and still does. Again, we're talking about rewatchability.
Right. That was the last of the classic sitcoms. When you think about it, the last of the sitcoms that had ruled the evenings in America for 40 years or something at that point. And then it just. Yeah, then now they've all gone to.
It's so canned. It's so maybe because I keep thinking about comedy. I know comedy is subjective and everybody sees it differently, but I feel like maybe I've aged out of comedy because there's so much stuff that I see that I don't find funny. Like, there was a movie. I was talking to Matt actually last week, and we were talking about this new. I forget what movie we're talking about. But his coworkers, he works with a bunch of younger guys, and they were all like, "Oh man, that's the funniest movie in the," and he's just like, "What?" And I was kind of like, when I used to work at Target, worked with a bunch of 20-somethings, and when that first Hangover movie came out, all I heard was, "Oh, this is the funniest movie ever made," and I was looking at them, I'm like, "This isn't even the funniest movie that came out this year," but. But then again, I didn't want to be, because I don't really care what other people, especially kids, you think that's funny, go ahead. But there's so much more. I mean, there's even shit in the 90s. I'm not even talking about the 80s. This stuff in the 90s that would just blow. Because the 90s were awesome. The 80s were even awesomer. Even some of the 70s comedies I've watched are kind of,
Right. That's so funny you said that, because that's one movie that if someone asked me, like, what movie was overhyped to you the most? And I would say The Hangover, because all I heard about was, this is the funniest movie I've ever seen, and this is the greatest thing that they've come out with in 20 years. And
it's going to make you change your life.
I'm just like, wow, this movie's got to be something like I've never seen before, And I remember going into it and waiting for this thing to really just turn on and really just something really. And the only part I really laughed at was when the Asian dude jumps out naked and jumps on top of the other guy and they're beating him up and stuff. I did laugh pretty hard at that.
Yeah.
The rest of it, I was like,
no,
what? I'm missing something.
Right.
Maybe I'm not. Maybe I needed a couple more drinks or a couple more something.
Am I too sober to watch this movie?
Or a couple somethings to get it, but.
I mean, I will say it was nice to see Heather Graham's boob, but
yeah, it was good. It was okay.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It wasn't. I'm not poo-pooing it. It wasn't. If you like it, great.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I can't say that if you love this movie, your tastes are shit, but
no, it was good.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I will. Okay, so when we saw it in the theater, the wife had to see it, so we went to go see it. The only laugh I really gave was when they pull up to pick up. Ed Helms, and we're looking for Dr. Faggot.
Oh yeah,
Dr. Faggot.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That made
too.
me laugh because that's a word you don't hear in movies.
Well, and that was that was almost like a callback to some other '80s type bachelor party or something like that.
Yeah.
Actually,
I mean, so that I could see that. Okay,
yeah.
But I don't know. Bachelor party movies are so. You can only mind that mind so many times.
It's already been done.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, you want to see a good bachelor party movie, go see Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. That's like the ultimate bachelor party movie.
Yeah.
It apexed in 84, and you can't make a better one after that.
No.
It's like when they made Total Recall again. It's like that movie came out, it was perfect.
Yeah.
Don't mess with it.
No,
it just you don't need to remake Total Recall.
I have never seen that remake of Total Recall because I just, for one, so Colin Farrell, I like him, but I don't think of him as a movie star.
Not as a lead.
No, and
he's turned into a great villain, and he's kind of a secondary. He's a great character actor, but not as.
He's small doses to me.
Yes,
but if it's a lead, and then Total Recall, one of my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. What? I mean, that'd be like trying to remake Terminator or something with,
remake
with Colin Farrell.
Yeah, let's remake The Godfather. Okay.
Bradley Cooper as the Terminator. Yeah, I'm not buying that shit. You can go and pack that right back up. But
so I just I definitely Charlie Sheen had a lot of great movies, and it's just he's had a crazy life, and I just think that he definitely, he might have been one of those guys that definitely was sort of a successful, almost too, like that was his problem. Like he was too successful, too fast, or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, because everything he did was just ding, 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 ding,
ding,
ding.
Everything was like, I don't want to say handed to him, but it fell into his lap.
It just, and he was so good. It just worked perfect. Like the roles all turned out to be great roles, and they all turned out to be good movies. And, I mean, he had a couple kind of weird ones. I remember he was like he was a cop and he infiltrated a biker gang or something. There was one there's a couple of weird ones that you're like,
there's a couple in the 90s. I think the last one I remember before checking out was the Getaway with Christy Swanson, where he's that was the last movie of his that that may have been right before or right during the first Crash Out when I was kind of like, ugh, whatever, go away now. And
but that's the thing is him and Robert Downey Jr. They kind of lived sort of similar lives, and but as far as that goes, and they both turned out to be pretty, now they're both turned out to be,
they turned it around. And I mean, I will say it's surprising he didn't die of a drug overdose from everything he claimed he did. I loved when they're talking to his drug dealer, which you don't see a lot of drug dealers in documentaries, but if this guy, you look at him. And it's funny when we watched it, my wife came in as I'm watching it, and she's like, "Who's that?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's his drug dealer." She's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, these are the times we live in where you're doing a documentary on someone and their drug dealer is giving the 411 on." But so they were telling how they got him off crack. Was like, "Well, we just told the manufacturer to make a lighter dose. Give me some crack light. That ought to get him off."
They slowly weaned him off it. No, I mean the whole thing's crazy. It's a crazy story. He's like Sean Penn was saying, it's the the stuff he did, he should have been. Most guys would have been dead. There's something physiologically different.
Right? How is he still alive?
Yeah, they said he's physiologically. There's something must be going on just physically with him that is not going on with most people. Because look at Chris Farley. I mean, or Belushi or any of these guys. One wrong move and whoop, that's it.
They're done.
I mean, it's just one wrong move, and I'm sure he's done many wrong moves, and he overdosed, I think, too, didn't he? I think
a couple times, yeah.
So it's just no, he's just he's lucky, and but no, we definitely go watch the doc.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, if you're interested, it's called A.K.A. Charlie. Like I say, I hope. He says he's 8 years sober, so hopefully, I understand it's hard, especially when you have a lot of money. But he picked himself up, and I liked how they had most of his ex-wives.
Shows that he's a good guy because he's still friends with the people that he was married to and all that. And they didn't necessarily divorce because they hated each other. They just divorced because they couldn't. Yeah,
they just couldn't function to his substance abuses.
Right, they couldn't just be married or whatever, which is totally different than
It's like, I don't want to be mean, but the Denise Richards, I don't know if she is aging naturally with some cosmetic help, or she is aging because of cosmetic help, or she didn't look horrible, but she didn't look good. If that makes any sense. I don't know what your take on old Dr. Christmas Jones.
Well, I remember Christmas Jones, and I about fell off my seat laughing. I'm a nuclear scientist or whatever, and she's in these little short shorts and this half shirt, and the headlights are on for sure, and it was such a crazy shoehorned character into a James Bond movie. I remember just going, I don't know if I can watch any more James Bond movies after that.
It was,
but because she was so beautiful.
Oh, she was
and
gorgeous,
so amazing. You're like, this person is either a model or a model or a model.
A model's model.
She's not a nuclear scientist.
No. Sorry, I can get away with a lot of stuff, but you're not passing this one by me.
Nobody on planet Earth who looks like that would fucking take the time to learn. Nuclear physicists, you can make bazillions of dollars fucking just looking like that. Yeah. So, I've discussed this with a couple other people after watching the doc, and we were like, I'm not really sure what's going on there. If that was I don't know if that was drugs or if that was alcohol or what exactly, because there are like, who was the one who was with Charlie Sheen in that TV show? Married to Nikki Sixx, or was she married? Tommy Lee.
He wasn't married to Heather Locklear, was he?
Heather Locklear. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. She was just on. She was just on Corolla or something. And still looks pretty.
She still looked pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
And I remember he had Suzanne Summers on before she died, and she was in her 70s, and Suzanne Summers still looked great.
Yeah.
And Lonnie Anderson still looked pretty good.
Yeah, she wasn't bad.
I mean, and of course the great Lonnie, or not Lonnie, who am I trying to say? Wonder Woman.
Linda Carter.
Linda Carter.
Yeah.
Still looks great. So I just don't know, because it's like, and they have all aged naturally.
Yeah, exactly.
And so there's still women that age naturally that still look amazing.
Yeah.
And
like we mentioned in the last episode, Sally Field.
Right, yeah, Sally Field. Yeah.
You can age naturally without,
and still look amazing, and still look like, you're not 25, but you still look pretty damn good.
Yeah, you look natural.
Natural and still look beautiful.
Yeah.
And so I just don't know if that was because she was just so beautiful that now just going down to semi-normal is just a big shock to everybody.
Right.
Because she was just, or if it's the fact that they're it's
just, I couldn't put my finger on it. Bad
lighting, bad day, bad.
I don't know. It was, it took me a moment to realize who it was. But once I did, I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, again, I don't want to shame anyone because of their looks, but I just it did kind of catch me off guard. It's like, is this a natural? Like you said, she was so gorgeous that this is how she naturally aged, or was she trying to keep the looks, but then not really going Goldie Hawn bad, or she just became so unrecognizable,
unrecognizable somewhat. Yeah.
Yeah, but overall, I really, it was a good watch.
It was a good doc, and yeah.
So
yeah,
but yeah. So like I say, if you have Netflix, you want to get to know Charlie Sheen on his ups and downs and ups, and I'd highly check it out. I mean, it would have been nice to see Emilio on there, but I understand why he didn't want to do it. There's only so much I can imagine. Again, this I don't know, but I wouldn't want to rehash a sibling's tumultuous times,
right?
I'm
sure it was Trump. Yeah, because I'm sure he had to get into the middle of it a lot.
Yeah,
because his dad had to get into it obviously a lot.
Yeah,
so I'm sure Emilio got dragged into it a lot too. And yeah, it would have been interesting to see me and another guy kept asking that too. Like, I wonder what Emilio thinks, and I wonder what his thoughts and his take is on it. You know, and I wonder. And we were both saying the same thing. I wonder why he wasn't on, but we were kind of saying the same thing. I bet you he doesn't want to rehash it or whatever.
It's done. Let's move on. So,
but it would be interesting to actually hear from Emilio and all that. You know? So, but
So, alrighty, there we go. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up this one again. Like I say, we're trying to not waste your time here, and we'll. I guess put an end to that. Like I say, having no notes, I don't know where to go next. So hopefully my brain just freezes right there, and I'm stuck staring off into space.
Well, we'll be back with another episode, and we'll keep trying to entertain you here. And we're going to do just little snippets and little compact, little quick takes on different things and different variety of topics. So
yeah. So like I say, I want to thank you for spending some time with us, and until next time, we will see you then.